You. What up? Alright. We got another one from Karl Pilkington.
Okay. Great Karl Pilkington, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What we got?
This is White Van Karl.
White Man Karl? Is that like a nickname or something? Is that
Yeah. No, it's
he's
things
in a
like
white van.
Monkey News.
Oh, okay.
Educating Ricky.
Okay.
And the fucking blockbusters.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like another segment.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go. White Man Karl.
White Van Karl. Here we go.
Have you ever read the White Van Man column in the Sun, Carl?
I've seen it,
Have you
yeah.
familiar with this? This is where every day in the Sun they interview a guy who drives a white van, just in order to get the kind of voice of the man on the street in the paper, and he has to answer or just give his opinions really on events that have made the news each week. Just thought we could maybe throw some of these at you, Carl,
Go on.
because we know to see what your views are.
Yeah.
So, just the first thing that comes to your mind, the sort of your initial reaction to each
It's
of these.
top all these, but you don't need to know about them. It's just your philosophy on it.
Yeah,
so
just your views.
You know, yeah.
I have had a few
okay.
days off this week, so I don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah, you stayed in London though, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
You
travelling.
didn't bury yourself, did
Yeah.
you?
I normally see the news, but I didn't this week.
Okay. So, what was your view on Will Young beating Gareth Gates in the final of Pop Idol?
Don't like him. You know what I was thinking about when I was watching it all the way through?
Yeah.
How he looks like he's got a wire coat hanger in his gob. That sort of...
Right.
Again, it's radio, Carl.
Radio.
It's a great
The
face.
funny face you're pulling doesn't
Yeah,
translate.
and, a radio.
And that's a problem for you, is it?
And just the way he's from a really rich
I-
family. I opened up the paper on the Monday or something, and it had like how he went to a posh school and he's got loads of money already.
Yeah.
It's just a bit...
Key. Right, now, what's
Okay.
the second
All right.
question?
There have been huge rises in street crime, especially muggings and carjackings. What's your view there?
Yeah.
More youth clubs are needed, aren't there?
You think more youth clubs?
I like that.
No? Okay.
I like that because it's so 1950s.
Yeah,
it's sort of like you want a Bobby on the beat that'll clip
Yeah.
you around the ear.
So once they've come
Is
out of
it-
national service...
yeah! No, I love that. And if you find someone smoking a wood bomb, you make them smoke 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this is great. That is great.
Did you used to go to youth clubs?
Yeah.
And they kept you out of trouble?
You used to get into a fight afterwards when
Sure.
you came out.
But for the sort of hour and a
It was
half you were
alright.
there?
You had a bit of pool and some boxing and a bit of pop.
Yeah.
So more youth clubs, that's good.
I love him. I love him. If you're at home, just make notes because this is brilliant stuff. Honestly, you won't hear more honest, from the heart
Exactly,
stuff
opinions.
than this. This is great. Go on.
This is not pre-planned, these are your direct responses now.
Oh,
as you hear these.
I promise you, Carl did not know what we were going to do. He never knows what we're going to do, and he always answers honestly. That is the beauty of Carl.
What is
it's
your
not
view-
an act.
Go on.
What is your view, Carl, on New York's former mayor becoming Sir Rudy Giuliani? Sir Rudy Giuliani.
Is he happy with it?
He appears to be pleased with it.
Let it go ahead.
Fair enough. Then. Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, he's genius.
Okay.
Is he happy with it? He's like your nan.
Yeah, yeah.
Is-
What do you make of Michael Greco's character Beppe being axed from EastEnders? Problem for you?
The whole soap thing. What's it's back in Coronation Street, isn't she? What's her name?
Who?
Bet
Bet.
Lynn's. She
yeah.
thought she'd go off and be a bigger star.
Yeah.
All went wrong, and now she's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always happens, doesn't
Beppy will be back.
Yeah.
No one really cares.
Sure, sure.
What
And the
was,
final
what was the
one.
van reply? That was the guy.
The White Van Man says, obviously they feel the character has run his course, but I think he's a pretty good actor and I can't understand why. So, I mean, obviously there's a White Van Man there who's also got an opinion on script
The
development.
through line,
Yeah, like the narrative
The-
through line of soap opera.
The 12-week narrative, the arc really shows
There's
itself
just
up.
the two last ones I want your opinion on here. What do you make of a cat that's been cloned in a secret 2.5 million research project?
To find out what?
If
What,
they
to
can
clone
clone
it?
cats, yeah.
Have they had to hurt it?
Sorry?
Have they had to sort of hurt it to do that?
Have they had to hurt it?
Yeah, or is it just scraping its tongue for some stuff?
I
No.
think the cat's fine. The point is that they're cloning another creature which is potentially very dangerous. Have you seen that film where they bring Hitler back?
That cat, what if that cat turned out to be a world dictator?
Exactly. What do you reckon of
No.
cloning generally, Carl? You concerned about it?
Well, they're cloning for organs,
I
you
don't
know, they
think-
grow them for the, you know.
Do you know what cloning means?
Yeah, it's when you like make something else. That's the same, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to do any harm.
Okay. And and finally,
We're new on the World Council.
yeah. Finally, what do you make of some city workers who were caught bonking in the glass lifts of the Lloyd's building?
What?
What do I make of it?
Yeah. Is that a problem for you? Do you think that's unprofessional?
Was it the lunch break or?
I think it was lunch break.
With their own-
All right.
It's their own time. I think fair enough. It only takes 45 seconds to go from the bottom to the top. Is that a problem? They moved quickly. They acted, on instinct. You think fair enough? If that's their natural instincts and they're both consenting, you think fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Carl.
Thanks very much, Carl.
Carl,
Right,
we'll have
Steve,
more of Carl's world weary.
And that was straightforward.
White man.
Questions. Current events.
Yes,
Just
for those
explain what it is.
that don't buy the Sun, they think it's beneath them. White Van Man is a column they have, I think, every day actually, and they just get sort of some, Joe Public to kind of comment on the week's news. Just seemed to me, that it might be interesting to get Carl's views on some of the big events.
Not because we think that Carl hasn't got a valid sort of viewpoint.
No.
Because Carl sees the world differently to some people. That's all, and that's what's interesting. Like an artist does, or a,
Exactly. Yeah, he's very bohemian in his outlook.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you're up to scratch on this week's news?
I don't like this, but
don't you?
Don't just relax.
Why not?
pressure.
No, because you
It's
just
not
have to give
pressure,
us your first
just
opinions.
for your honest answer. That's all we've ever asked of you, Carl, and it's all you've ever given us. Your honest, your first from the heart
Yeah.
Go on.
view. Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
worry, just relax.
Just
Are you worried that people are listening and thinking you're an idiot?
If my girlfriend's listening now, go and have a wash or something.
Go and have a wash.
Not very nice, is it? Is it the opposite of Napoleon and Josephine? Yeah, go on, go on. If you're going to visit me again, Josephine, for Christ's sake, wash.
Well, I'll ease you in with something fairly easy, a music-based question. Kylie Minogue versus Dido as Queen of the Brits. What's your view there?
Kylie Minogue.
Go and have a wash.
Kylie
It doesn't
Minogue.
really matter, does it?
What doesn't really matter?
With the Brits. I was watching it the other night, and I think Kylie will be a good-looking old woman. Do you ever do that sort of
I want to, Steve. I want to celebrate with you every time he opens his mouth. It doesn't matter. I want us to open a bottle of champagne.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like we did that.
Yes.
No, do you
Go
ever
on.
do that though? Look at people, and another person who springs to mind, Jenny Powell. I don't think she's that good looking now.
Who's Jenny Powell? Is she that girl that used to be the assistant on Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah.
John Leslie?
Yeah, I think she's a bit over the top for a young woman. But when she gets older, I think she'll look.
Be a bit of a
right.
stunner. Okay. So for you, Kylie, whereas you don't feel that about Dido, is that right?
She's all right. She's normal. I prefer Kylie's sister to Kylie. She
Okay.
looks, I could imagine her being a hard work to live with and
Who, Kylie?
not
Right.
doing washing up and that.
Right, sure.
Being a bit fussy.
Okay. And what do you make of taxes rising in the next budget to pay for NHS improvements?
Well, my dad went to hospital to have an operation once,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's worth paying it because I've got something.
Because
out of it.
people might have to go to hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it makes a change when it's someone in your family, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you sort of realise.
Yeah, a change is as good as a rest.
And the weird thing is, if it weren't for my dad, I wouldn't be here doing this show because when he was in hospital.
Well, no, I'll stop you there.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's all you need to know.
You wouldn't be here, true, but no.
Well,
But
no, because this was after I was born. So I would be here.
but for his more direct involvement was what?
Yeah, because when my mum was seeing my dad in
Yeah.
the hospital, I got a bit bored, went for a wander, found the hospital radio station,
Yeah.
and got a gig.
Really?
So in a real
Yeah.
sense, if it wasn't for
Wow.
Carl's dad,
That's how
Carl
it
wouldn't
started.
be here.
And did your dad, while he was listening to you, did he sort of tap the nurse and go, "Can you get that twat off the air?"
Who's put him in that?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Okay. What do you make of the real-life Mowgli who's surviving in a Transylvanian countryside? Apparently, I don't know much about this story.
What?
I don't know.
You know Mowgli? He's
Is
the
that
guy
what
from
he's
the
the
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
The little kid that grew up with bears and animals and stuff. Apparently, there's a real-life one in Transylvania.
What were the things in Gremlins?
I think I heard about
What were the what? In Gremlins, they were.
Wait. Okay, this is an example. This is what your girlfriend said. Think. What were the things in Gremlins called?
I can't remember.
Just, I mean, really.
Something like that, isn't it?
No, wait. Just really think now,
Gremlin-
Carl.
Gremlins?
Just with everything you've ever, with all the brain power you've ever used, think what the things in Gremlins were called.
It's not there.
There's a clue here.
Gremlins.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They're not.
What?
Gremlins.
Yeah. Play a record, Carl. Getting Carl's views on some of the big stories of the week. on the
Yeah.
news. Carl, what do you make of the fact that the British Olympic curling team won a gold medal?
Let's look at
it.
Carl.
Curling,
I
what?
watched it.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was really good.
Curly competition.
The only thing that's
That's
getting on my
what he
nerves now is like, what was that?
Is that a trombone player just sneaked in?
That was me moving this microphone.
Right. I'm sorry.
Incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What an amazing noise.
The only thing is,
shouldn't sound like that, should it? That's incredible. What a shoddy tin pot station this is.
Well, we know that.
Sorry, Carl.
Go on.
It's like in all the papers now, in like the, the Star and the Sun all week. They've been like traipsing models over a bit of granite. Do you know like how those things are made out of granite? The things they throw.
Oh yeah.
And it just that bit annoys me.
Okay.
The Daily Star?
No, the way that this sport, nobody had ever sort of heard of it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
We win a gold medal,
Yeah.
and now in the papers it's like
They've gone crazy. They've gone curling
mad
mad.
over it.
Yeah.
It's a good game now.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Next.
All right, good. Let me see. What about the fact that the world's tallest man is living in a semi in Neasden?
Okay.
It's alright, isn't it? Something that someone told me in the week is that, do you know all these tall people like this guy?
Yeah.
Which is a bit weird, they've only just found him, considering he's the tallest man. I think that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Someone
genius.
told me that, do you know the guy who was in James Bond, the big bloke?
Yes.
Jaws? He's got the same illness as this bloke.
Right.
And what it is...
It's called tall.
It's something about...
You're suffering from tall.
You've got a small tumour or something just behind this part of your head.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Just sort of in the middle of your eyes.
Yeah.
And the pressure on that makes you grow really tall or something.
Yeah.
So he needs to get it sorted.
That's your advice to him.
Yeah.
Get it sorted. Okay, very finally, Carl,
Get it
this
sorted.
is important. This is just projecting into the future.
It's sorted.
Just projecting into the future now, K-Man. Apparently, global warming will bring sizzling summers and weird wildlife to Great Britain in the future. Are you worried about that?
Damn.
How soon?
Soon enough for you to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty worrying.
Okay.
Um,
You wouldn't prefer it to be sunny here all the time?
no, because with hot weather comes weird spiders and that. See, I always think we're quite lucky.
Yeah.
If you live in Australia, you might have the sun and stuff, but you've got like deadly snakes,
Yes.
which are deaf. Did you know snakes are deaf?
Snakes are death.
You know what it is?
Okay.
So
Snakes are
you're
dead.
all right walking
This
about
thing, yeah.
behind them.
Yeah. But if they see you ahead of you,
You know.
you're in trouble.
But yeah, we places like Australia, people go, oh, it's great, it's sunny, but they don't talk about the spiders and
They keep the spiders.
the lizards
Yeah.
and stuff.
Cool.
So I think we've got a bit of both the best worlds.
So you're worried though about in the future, like vultures flying through the sky, we've got various creepy crawly snakes. You concerned
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, well, there's a load. I saw something in the news in the week that a load of sparrows or something was somewhere. Maybe that's the start of it.
That's an interesting story.
Was that front page or? There's a load of sparrows somewhere. Read all about it. Sparrows somewhere.
Some sparrows somewhere.
Sparrows somewhere.
Load of sparrows somewhere.
Sparrows somewhere.
There you go. Anyway,
Excellent. That's
Thank you
great.
very much, Carl.
That's Carl giving his views on the news.
don't do that next week.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So I guess those are just like topics in the news.
Yeah.
Carl's views on the news.
Doesn't seem like he's. It seems like he's very involved in whatever he's got going on. Well, at least right then, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Global warming.
yeah. He asked when it was gonna happen. How he felt that it would.
Hey, I think Carl, all these views are, I don't know. I think the white van dude that they asked is totally different from Carl.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, because you could tell, because one time Carl asked what the white van guy said, nigga, and then, it was a little bit more intellectual than Carl's answer.
Okay. Yeah, but you don't expect the truth from Carl. You know.
He gives it. Carl's special. Carl never. I don't think Carl ever lies. I don't think Carl ever lies unless he's acting in like a movie or some shit. I don't think he's been in a movie.
Yeah.
He's been on a couple shows, but I don't see. Don't see no type to lie. Well, I mean, maybe embellish
Yeah.
a few stories here and there.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he'd be a good liar.
he's not a good. He wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't be able to.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when he was trying to motivate whatchamacallit up the hill and make them cry.
Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick.
They was trying to motivate Warwick.
They go, damn, and they're making him cry. But he got him up there.
They Warwick started crying. That nigga literally, bro, he did not want to be on that trip with him. He did not want to go on the trip with Warwick. Like, he wasn't lying. That shit wasn't for show. That nigga was.
Man.
Like, I remember, like on the first, the first episode, this nigga Warwick went to go get ice cream or something. Nigga brought him back ice cream. That's not
He was
good.
like, what'd you find that at? He's over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Karl is a special character, man. Yeah,
Yeah, they need to do Idiot Abroad again. They need to do that
Oh,
with Ricky and Ricky, Steve, and Karl need to go to take trips. All three of them together.
that would be something to see.
That's perfect. I think Ricky's scared. I think that's
Ricky probably is scared. He's scared.
Because I cannot see Ricky sleeping in the jungle
Yeah.
or on a private island or whatever the fuck that was.
Right.
Machu Picchu climbing the he ain't doing none of that shit.
Yeah, I think Steve wouldn't be able to tolerate them two for that long. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, but I don't know if he could. I see him getting angry and
Steve
and
seems
spouting
needy.
Oh man, but we'll be interesting nonetheless, man. Great dudes, man, all of them.